Hey everybody, welcome to Deborah's Quiet Corner. It's like 1:30 here a.m. I am so restless. Like I was laying back in the bed trying to go off to sleep and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am like really restless tonight. So I'm going to break in this teapot. I'm going to put some water in here and I think I'm going to make me a cup of tea and then maybe just sit here and chat a little bit until I am ready to go back off to sleep. I don't know why I'm so restless. Maybe I'm still a little worked up from my weekend with my sister. I don't really know like what's going on, but I'm really restless tonight. So I'm gonna put some water in this kettle and I'm gonna make a cup of tea. And maybe we can just talk a little bit. I don't know. I'm not gonna be. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm not gonna put the bright light on only because it's like so like AM-ish. But I have to go get blood work in the morning because after you have your annual visit, they usually require you to have blood work. So I definitely have to go get that done tomorrow. So, um, I'm just going to, I don't know if y'all heard what I was saying earlier, but I'm going to put some tea water on. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Only because I'm restless and I can't sleep right now. This is the only light I'm going to have in here because it's like 1 a.m. and I'm not going to put too much light on in here. So let me get the water on. Yeah, so I'm a little restless. There's a lot been going on. I just don't feel like I'm going to come on here and just share my whole entire life. I'll, share some things, but some things I just think is personal and you just don't go on here and just tell everything. So I'm putting the water on. Got my little pot on. See, I got the pot on over here. See the light under it. So that's getting ready. And I had a cup of tea earlier. I'm going to rinse this out. I'm going to drink a different type. The tea I had earlier is supposed to make you take it down for the night, but it ain't work tonight. So I'm going to have to try another tea because I'm just going to sip on that. Not because it's going to make me go to sleep or anything, but just because I'm restless, I guess. I know this light right here is not really good, but it's enough light, I think, for what I'm doing right now. So I got this washed off. Here's my spoon. Yeah, so I'll just sit here. Let me see. I have my honey. Put my honey in my tea. I have that one right there. I have a big jar. My sister picked that up for me because she went to BJ's and she's like, I'm going to BJ's. You want me to get you some honey? I said, yeah, get it for me and I'll give you the money. So she picked it up. So I'm trying to see where I put my other teas at. Let me see if I can find them over here. They might be in this cabinet because I move stuff around. Oh, here they go. So I have these two here. I do have a calamine. That's kind of like a sleepy tea, but I don't think I want the calamine. So I'm either going to do the fireside vanilla spice or the Belgian spice. I like vanilla, so I think I'll go with vanilla. I like vanilla tea. Everybody don't like vanilla tea. I like vanillas. I like any kind of vanilla. So yeah, like I said, I'm a little restless for whatever reason. Maybe I just was pumped up from the weekend. Um, like I said, I do have some other personal things going on right now, but I don't just think it's appropriate to come on here and just air all your laundry. You can share some stuff, but I don't think you should come on here and just share everything. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to be that person. So I'm going to take the tea out. And I like this because they have the little packaging, like you can, roll this back up so it kind of keeps the tea bags nice and fresh. So you just roll that back up like that, hold it down. And then, like I said, I got the tea kettle because I know I'm a tea drinker. I do drink coffee. I drink that once in the morning, but that's it. I'm not like going to sit here tonight and drink coffee. I might have a cookie. I might from Pepperidge Farm. I might. I can't have these because I ate those after dinner tonight. What did I eat? Oh, I wound up having I had a shrimp burger. Shrimp burger. It was so good. My sister gave me one. I brought it home, and then I had a excuse me, my throat is itchy. My sinuses has been acting up. I might call my doctor tomorrow and see if he can order me something like more stronger than the over the counter stuff because the over the counter stuff doesn't seem to be like clearing this stuff up. And it's been like horrible. It's like there's something in the air. I don't know what's going on out here. So I got the water on, and yeah, I'm just sitting here, can't sleep, want something in the morning. So I said I'll make a cup of tea. Maybe after I drink that, I can go back and lay down and go to sleep. So maybe I can, maybe I can't, but we'll see. So I'm gonna just sit here for a little bit, and I'm gonna pour me some pure honey into that tea, and then I'm going to maybe I'll get my Bible and read a couple scriptures or something to kind of like bring it down. Uh, yeah, so I don't know who else is up. If you're up, leave a comment. If you're not able to sleep, um, sometimes you have so much on your plate, you just can't take it down like you desire. I'm laying there and I'm like, I had the Christmas music on the TV. They have like a station where they just play Christmas music. And since I like Christmas so much, maybe because oh, happy birthday, big sis. Midnight tonight was her birthday. I'm not going to tell her age. No, I'm not going to tell her age. But her birthday is today, December 8th. And if I call her right now or text her, she's probably up. She worked overnight shifts for persons with disabilities for like almost, we both worked in that field. I was a coordinator. She was a residential tech. We worked for different organizations. And she worked the third shift, so she just retired when the COVID hit. So she came out of her job. She was like, she didn't want to be, on the job. And then our mom passed away in April suddenly. Um, she was 89, but still, she was in, from what we knew, fairly good health. And that took a toll. So she took a leave in April, and then COVID hit, and then, people coming in and out of her job. Um, with that kind of a job, it's like the medical field, you're open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So she just didn't feel safe. She has, some medical issues, like minor stuff, not major stuff, but enough to not want to be, open to maybe people that have COVID that might bring it into the workplace. And when you work in that field, like it's people in and out. You got three shifts. You got a morning shift, afternoon shift, and then you have the third shift. People constantly coming in and out of the building. So she just felt like it wasn't going to be safe. So I had been asking her for years, like, when are you going to retire? I came out in early retirement. Thank God I was able to do that because of my husband's illness, because he needed, full-time care. And I took an early retirement, and wasn't too long after he came out on retirement that we had found out that he had had the many strokes. So, um, yeah, so she finally came off the job. And I was like, I am so happy that, even though she was kind of like forced off the job because of the COVID and then like losing my mom back in April of this year, it was like she just was ready to come off the job. So she did. She came off the job. Happy birthday, big sis. Aldrivia, me. Mwah. Yeah, so her birthday is the 8th, and then mine's is going to be Wednesday, and mine's is the 9th. So we're 5 years, one day apart. I think I said that before, but anyway, December 9th, December 8th. Um, yeah, so I don't know. You up? Let me know you're up. I know sometimes we go through that, like our sleep just gets off for some whatever reason, and we just can't go back to sleep. But I'll eventually go back to sleep. I want to go in the morning. They have like a Walgreens on the corner from me. You can go get your blood work done. So I was thinking about maybe go and get my blood work done in the morning. Um, but if I have this tea, you're not supposed to have nothing after 12 midnight, so I probably won't get it done tomorrow, but I better get it done because if I don't, my doctor won't be calling like, I didn't get the results back on your blood work yet. The morning I was supposed to get it done in his office was my annual. I had a cup of coffee. They was going to do it, but I asked the guy, like, could the creamer and stuff kind of mess with the, readings? And he said, yeah, depending on if the creamer was like a real sweet creamer, it could affect the outcome of the test. So I canceled in the office that morning. I decided I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to go ahead and get it done that morning. So I hear the water boiling. I thought this pot was going to whistle, but I don't think it's going to whistle. I like the pots that whistle. The one that I got rid of just now whistled. So, all right, let me get the water and pour it into this tea. Oh, you know why? It might whistle. I didn't have the lid down real tight. And then you got this little thing, you push it back. And then here's your nice hot water. I love my little tea kettle. I got that teal because I wanted it to pop in the kitchen. I have like oranges and see, like the thing that I keep my sports and stuff in is orange. And then I got like this flowered dish over here that's got like greens and oranges. Kind of like everything coordinates. Then my backslash uh, on the back has like a light tan and it has like light browns and light dark browns in it, little squares in that. So it still coordinates, but I just wanted a pop. And this was a pop color. So I was glad I got it. So I'm going to sit that right there. Yes, I'm a little restless and I figured I'd get up and maybe drink this cup of tea and then I had went and got a copy of my mom's picture yesterday. No, we did it. We did it Saturday night. Um, Let me show you what I got for her. Hold on. Yeah, I went and got a picture copy my sister had. I hope you can see it with this light. Yeah, this is my mommy, and she was a missionary evangelist. She loved the Lord. She worked in ministry. She worked with people that had addictions to drugs and alcohol. Um, she would minister to them and lead them to the Lord. And she worked in ministry. She was a Sunday school teacher. So, yeah, she passed away in April. So I bought this picture. I had a copy and I bought this beautiful frame because it kind of matches the cabinet that I have in my front room. I don't think this light does any justice. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, you probably can see it better. This light might not be as good. Yeah, that's my mommy. She passed away this April. So I went and got this copy of this picture. I love this suit. I love this white suit she was wearing here. Like I said, she's home with the Lord. So even though it's difficult, you lose someone like that. If you know they love the Lord and they serve God and they, dedicated their life to the Lord, they are in a better place. So yeah, I went and got that yesterday. So I'll be looking at this. I'll be glancing at that. And, that kind of touches your heart. So I'm going to cut this big light off just a minute, y'all. Yeah, so went and got a copy of that yesterday. And I've been looking at that quite a bit today. So, we know that's something we all have to do. That's just a given. I don't care how long you live, we all got to make that same journey. So, when someone knows the Lord and they have made their peace with God, it's still difficult, but you just look at it in a different way. That well, they knew the Lord, and I know they're in a better place. So, April 30th, she passed away. So that was really, really a difficult time. Let me see if I can read the Psalms. Because you know what? When I go back in the room, I'm going to put my audio Bible on. And I love the Psalms. And if I put the Psalms on, it's probably going to help me to go off to sleep. I had it over in my sister's house last night. a little restless, a lot going on with my husband's health and stuff right now, but I'm trusting God. I know He knows the best, for all situations, and we do our part, we do the best we can, and then at some point we have to trust Him, um, that He's going to take care of the situation and do what we can't do. So I just think I'll read the 23rd Psalm. Well, that's a familiar psalm that's in the Old Testament. I think a lot of us are familiar with the 23rd Psalm. It's a comforting psalm. It's a psalm of David. Um, it talks about taking rest in the Lord pretty much. And I think, like, if we come to this more than we do other things, when we're like feeling like I'm feeling right now, it kind of like lifts you up a little bit. Then we all familiar with the 23rd Psalm, a Psalm of David. It says, "The Lord is my shepherd, to feed, guide, and shield me. I shall not lack. He makes me to lie down in fresh, tender grass pastures. He leadeth me beside the still and restful waters." And you can read that in Revelation 7 and 17. He refreshes and restores my life, myself. He leads me in the paths of righteousness, uprightness, and right standing with Him. Not for my, not for my earning it, not by me earning it, but for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of deep sunless valleys, and we have those deep sunless valleys, and all of us go through those in our lives. He leads me in the path of righteousness, uprightness, and right standing with Him, not for my earning it, but for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows, the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear or dread no evil. You are with me. Your rod to protect, and your staff to guide, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anointed my head with oil. My brimming cup runs over. Surely, or only goodness, mercy, and unfailing love shall follow me all the days of my life. And through the length of my days, the house of the Lord in His presence shall be my dwelling place. And that's comforting to know, like, we go through valleys in this life, and we go through some situations sometimes where it's just like we don't really know what's going on. But the 23rd Psalm is a psalm of comfort. David tells us that the Lord feeds, guides, and shields us. He causes us to lie down, rest. He refreshes and restores. Psalms 23 and 3, our lives. I live the way we live the way that He strengthens us through those dark valleys, and restores our strength while we're passing through those dark valleys. He restores my soul. The soul is uh, compared to the mind and the will and the emotions. So He restores our will. He restores our emotions. He restores our minds. A lot of people don't have a right mind. If you don't have a right mind, you ain't gonna be too good with anything. So you need to have a right mind, and He can restore your mind. We can take confidence that God will lead us in the path of righteousness, rightness, uprightness, the right standings with Him. I believe David is saying here that God individually leads each of us in the path that is right for us, a path that restores us in every way to the good place God has for us. God has a path predestinated for your restoration. If you will allow Him to do so, He will guide you by His Holy Spirit along with the unique way that leads to restoration, and to begin to be able to fulfill the great purpose He has for your life. So the Psalms is a very, very promising place. Um, At some point in our lives, we will all walk through the valley of the shadows of death, either facing our own death, the death of a loved one, or some other extraordinary difficult time. Psalms 23 and 4. Are you or is someone you love walking through the valley right now? Remember, where there is a shadow, there must be light. In the light of the world, Jesus has promised to be with us always. Ask Him right now to comfort and guide you, and know that He is walking with you in every situation. All right, I think I'm going to try to sip on this tea, and we can be restored. We can be renewed. Our minds can be renewed. God is a restorer, and He can take what's broken, and He can fix it, and He can restore it, and He can make it whole again. So I hope if anybody's up at this time of night and you can't sleep and rest, rest in the Lord. Go to the 23rd Psalm and ask God to comfort you and give you the peace to endure what it is right now that is on your mind. And I'm up because I have a lot on my mind. So I will go back and put my audio Bible on to the Psalms, and I'll listen to that till I can doze back off. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you for coming into Deborah's Quiet Corner. And I really appreciate you guys visiting the site and visiting it more often, and just leave comments and some likes, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I just thank y'all for just like looking in and coming in and viewing my post, and uh, I see that it's happening more frequently, and I appreciate you guys, and I really do thank you for coming in. Okay, I just thank you all. You have a good night, good morning, and happy birthday, big sis. I know you up watching your black and white movies. And as I get off of here, I'm going to call her. I bet you she picked that phone up because she's still up. All right. Peace out. Mwah. Love you guys.